G'day, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be having a look at this XRAY X12. It's a 2015 model. Got it second hand, you know, pretty cheap, and needed a paint job, needed a body. So I got a body, and that's the Mon-Tec M20. So yeah, I painted that up. So in this video, I'll go through the steps, how I painted it to get it looking like that. Love it or hate it. Basically, it was just a quick job. I had no idea what kind of design I was going to do. I think it turned out okay. It's not really one of those that I go, wow. Anyway, it's just something so I can get around the track and have a bit of fun. Anyway, so there's no point opening the box because the car's right here, but I just got the box so you can see, you know, how it looks. Fantastic. So I'll throw that over there. And I've got the electrics to go in it. Now it does have a servo in it. I don't even know if it works. I haven't tested it. But when I come to put the electrics in, I'll test it. And if it's no good, I'll get another servo. So I'll let you have a quick look around it. Just I'll play the little montage. Anyway, so I'll take the body pins off and have a bit of a gander underneath. I think I might take these fake headlight stickers off though. They look a bit silly. Anyway, so that's in with the body off. As you can see, there's not much to it. Hope it actually comes up on camera being so dark. And there we go, we've got the little servo in there. It's a high-tech, can't even see it with my eyes, HS7235NH I think it is. Whatever, I'll take it out and have a good look at some point. Well, if it works, I'll just leave it in there. So anyway, getting on to the parts I got for it. Probably don't need a 3-channel servo, but I've got the Futaba R203GF receiver to go in it. Whatever, I just had it there, so why not? Now I'm probably going to run this outdoors. I won't run it on carpet because, well, for one, I don't know where there's a carpet track, but there's a track not too far away, asphalt, so should be alright. I do have spare tyres in there for asphalt, and these are probably the same that are on it. So we'll give it a go. But I do want to run it reasonably in spec with what they would use if they're racing or whatever, kind of in a stock class. So I went with a 1S battery. So I've got the Intellect. It's an 8200 milliamp 1S battery. So that should be pretty good. Now I know a lot of you might have seen a couple of these parts before, or the battery at least. But I was waiting on the motor and speed controller. So anyway, we've got a little Orca speed controller. I'll take that out. There's a couple of fans in there. Now I haven't read the instructions to know where I'm going to put the fans or how. Got a tiny little, we'll just open it. Tiny little speed controller there. So that'll fit in there quite nicely. So yeah, I'll have to read up on that. For a lot that I've seen don't have a fan on it, but then there's 2 different size fans, and they have screw holes for mounting, and there's no screw holes on there, so I'm not sure how we go about mounting that. So you get some instructions, and I'm sure it probably says so in there. And we get our wire and capacitor pack, and yeah, another cable there for the receiver or BAC, whichever one it is. And that's already got the cord on it, of course, for the receiver. So I don't know what that other spare one is. I think I'll be reading the instructions for this one. So anyway, I'll get that in there and get it all wired up. Not in this video though. I'll just do the wiring and stuff off camera. Everyone's seen soldering before. So we got them. And last but not least, we've got the much more fleeter ZX V2 motor. So that's a 17.5 turn. If I can find where yep, 17.5 turn. So I'll crack him open and have a bit of a gander. And there he is. That's quite a nice looking motor. And do I have a sense cable for it? Yes, I do. So I've got the sensor cable in there. I'm hoping that'll reach. So that'll be in there somewhere, and yeah, I'm guessing the speed controller is going to have to go there. Anyway, we'll work it all out. So the next time I have a video of this one, probably before I run it, I'll have all the electrics in, all wired up, and maybe we'll test it in the front yard or something, make sure it works. So yeah, very nice looking motor. So I'm not sure, being that I'm only going to run it on 1S, I'm thinking it's going to be quite slow, but I didn't want it too fast because I really need to practice me driving on a track. I'm used to going down the BMX track and sending it off a jump. So this will be quite different for me. So that's all the bits I've got to go in it. Should be pretty good. Yeah, she rolls very nicely. Doesn't even need a motor. Anyway, there's this part on the body I had a problem with. They're very flimsy in this part. It's actually got a crease through here. So yeah, when I was cutting the edge, it basically came apart like paper. It was just extremely thin. So that's just going to flap around and probably annoy me. So what I plan to do with that is I'll get some shoe goo and I'll get a bit of wire, like a coat hanger wire or something, and I'll bend it up so it goes right around the inside there, stick it up, and it should be pretty solid. So yeah, that's the paint job. Alrighty, so yeah, we'll go through the steps. It was only, like I say, it was only a pretty quick paint job. I was just kind of practicing with the liquid mask and whatever. So yeah, we'll go through the paint steps. So I started by spraying on a few coats of liquid mask. I think I did about 4 or 5 in the end. Quite thick, probably too thick. And so I used Biddy Design liquid mask. Any of them are probably just as good. Yeah, then I draw the design on the outside just using a texter. And from here I decided I'd do the chrome first, so I cut out the areas that are going to be chrome and sprayed the chrome on. So that's how it looks from the outside. It hasn't got any back behind it yet. You normally back it with black. And from there I did the chrome around the edge of this vent on the side and did the black inside. I also did the black behind the chrome around the window and stuff, and then trimmed the rest of the mask off that I won't be using. So from there I put the white just around the front edge of this design, I don't know what you call it, and a bit of candy blue over the top. The idea of this is I want it to kind of glow like lightning, without actually being lightning. So yeah, a bit of candy blue on there. After that, hit it with some black. So I got black behind the candy and the white, and also around the edge of the bit up near the cockpit there, you know, just to fade it. Then I ripped the liquid mask out of the center of the design there. Started by splattering a bit of green fluoro paint at it. Then went around the inside edge with fluoro green, and then some fluoro yellow in the middle. From there I just flicked some random fluoro colours at it and backed it with white. So after removing the window mask and the protective film from the outside, it was all done. I think it turned out okay for a paint job where I really had no idea what I was going to do for a design. Yeah, it'd be quite fine for a runner, I think. So that's about it for this video. Hope you got something out of it. Maybe it might help you, give you some ideas of painting or whatever. But yeah, we'll get all this soldered up and fit it in and take it out for a run. In the meantime, as you might have noticed, there's a couple of more kits up here. Yeah, a couple of 8 scales, get them out for a run. And some more things turned up today, a truck and so on, but we'll get to them. Yeah, so that's about it. If you like the video, give it a thumb up. If you don't like the video, give it a thumb up. And if you're new here, subscribe, that'd be awesome. And catch you later.